Hi, I'm Stu. I'm a backpacker from England and I am currently in Queensland in Australia where the sun is shining for 2 days in a row, which is unusual for the last couple of months because I've been told it's been very rainy, very cloudy and very miserable. So maybe me coming across has brought some sunshine to this place. Now, while I'm here for the next 5 weeks, because this is only the first week of house sitting for my best mate's house while he goes on holiday with his partner. Apart from, if you watched the last video, I've been looking after the animals and feeding them and making sure that they're okay, like the dogs. That's Albert. I've also been asked to change all this into a garden, going all the way from the bottom to the top. And there's the other two dogs there. That's Lexi, that's Winston. Say hello. So, I'm going to the tree line, and the idea of the garden is to make it subtropical, put plants all the way along to give a bit more privacy to the house. But what I need to do, first of all, and this is all brand new to me, is to start mulching, which is basically just getting compost over here once I cut all the weeds down with a lawnmower, which I've got to learn how to use because I tried to work it out this morning. Doesn't like me. Didn't start. So there's a big pile of mulch all the way on the other side of the house, and I started yesterday, and this is where we're starting from. Now this small area took me about 3 hours. I was very, very tired after it. So the idea is to get all this leveled out, obviously not going around all the plants there, going along the tree line, which I think is this tree line here. And then put a load of plants down. Now there are various plants around the area, around the land, that I've been told by my mate that I can dig up and put down here. But he's also given me some money to head down to a garden centre, which will probably be next week, and choose my own plants to put down here. As I said, it's out my comfort zone. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I think I'll be making up as I go along. So the idea is to get the mulch, if that's such a word, all the way from down here. So I'll just show you the pile, where it is. And I have learned since yesterday morning, I am very unfit. I put a lot of weight on. Even just walking around here, I'm like that. Just over there is the animals, the chickens, the ducks. And you can just see it there. And this is it. So, spade, wheelbarrow, dig up. And the one thing I have found in this is there are several holes where animals have been digging in, and I have been told there could be various Australian, that's a big one, Australian animals in there, so I'll have to be careful. Oh, just found a leech on me. So There's a leech just going into me. I'm going to get it off now. And you've got to be really careful with these leeches, because they do dig in, get your blood. Yesterday I had, without even noticing, blood crawling down my leg after a leech had took all my blood into itself and just fell off. So, wheelbarrow, shovel in, and then straight across here, and then onto the pile. So this is going to take about a week. I'm going to do a whole video of how I go about everything. So I'm going to turn off for now and start doing some work. This is only day 3, and when you do look at what I've done so far, it doesn't look a lot. And this is Albert, who follows me every single place I go to, but it's only a small amount, and I've still got all the rest of that to do. And it is going along the tree line and then along the fence line. But as a first time farmer, I think I'm doing okay. The muscles in my arms, my back, they're waking up. They've never been used for a long time from all the shoveling and the raking. But I'm getting there. It's still day 3. One of the things I was worried about was there is different holes on both sides and disturbing any Australian animals. And I just disturbed one of them. And this is, I don't know if I managed to hurt it or not. It's blinking, but it's a toad. Now, I know that in Australia, the cane toad is not well liked, so I don't know if this is a cane toad, and if it is, what I'm meant to do. So I'm going to leave it there and work on the other side. It's not actually moved in the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes, so I don't know if it's just the humans or I have scared it to death. Oh no. I have just managed to get the shovel out and try to put the shovel underneath in the soil just to lift it out, just to move out of the way. And it did jump, so it is still alive. It's a brave little thing. It's not moving at all. Is that a cane toad? Doesn't look too happy at all, does it? But yeah, I'm going to try and move it a distance away from here. Probably down there. I don't know what to do. I have just finished the last of the mulching. It's taken a few days. I've had a couple of days off while my body gets used to manual labour. I was sore, but the pile is now all gone. It's taken lots of wheelbarrow journeys up to the top. Now, as I've been going through this pile, and the dogs are getting excited because I've finished, there have been various animals that I've seen. Now, Australia is famous for having its weird and wonderful animals. You've got this grub that I found. I've no idea what it was for. I've seen centipedes, which I've been warned of are dangerous and poisonous, which scuttled away. But you saw the other day that I had a cane frog pop up. I've had lots of cane frogs. Now, obviously, I had to do a bit of research to find out what I do with these. They are not welcomed. They are not needed in Australia. It was introduced in 1935 from the Americas to get rid of the cane beetle. They adapted to the Australian sunshine and the environment, and they increased. And this is one I saw earlier today, and this is a poisonous animal, not welcome to any dogs at all. So I had a look online to find out what I do with cane frogs if I found them. They are advising people to get rid of them, and when you look at the RSPCA website, who say because it's an animal, it has feelings and it can feel pain, they recommend that you put it into a plastic bag, you put it into the fridge to lower the heart rate, and then from there you put it in the freezer. Will have a humane death. And for the purpose of this video, I will say that's what I've done with all of them that I found. But they are all in the rubbish bin, waiting for the dustbin men to take them away. On top of doing all the mulching and moving all the stuff up to the top to the subtropical garden, I have been looking after these beautiful creatures. Hello, Charles and the gang. But I thought I'd actually show you the fruits of my labour, and I'm quite happy. I've never done this before. This is out of my comfort zone, as I've probably mentioned at least 15 times. Now, I will be buying plants next week. I'm going to let it dry out, let it do its stuff of killing all the weeds. But this is the start. There's plants already in there, and I can walk on it. It goes all the way down. Now this little rock formation is for any floods that they get, to take them away from the main house. But it goes all the way down, and the idea is I took it to a certain point where hopefully I can persuade Will, my mate, to put a little gravel patch that you can put a path down. But yeah, finished, done. I am going to have a couple more days off now because I've worked on this for the last 3 days non-stop. It's taking its toll on me. I am getting the best night's sleep that I've had for a long time. That's only because my body is knackered. But this is the start of it. I am going to be doing more stuff. The next job I've got is to build a duck pond for the ducks, which is something else I'm going to have to learn how to do. But if you've enjoyed this video, you've got to press that like button. If you're going to subscribe, because it's not just Australia that I'm going to, because the ultimate adventure for the backpackers is coming up next month. But until next time, bye bye for now.